Welcome to part 2 of cellular membranes and movement across them. If you haven't already watched our first video on this topic, I'll pop a link up the top of the page for you to check out. Let's jump on in and briefly recap the last video. Previously, we talked about the fluid mosaic model, which is a model used to describe the composition of cellular membranes, and came to draw this picture of a cell membrane, with a few other additions. Here we talked about the roles of each of the main membrane components, most of which we will be talking about in various contexts in more detail in later videos. In this video, we will expand on this understanding and talk about how substances move across the membrane. As you may remember from your studies in Unit 1, this membrane is selectively permeable, which means it won't let all substances pass through, just the ones that are appropriate for the cell and its current situation. Small non-polar molecules, which are molecules with no charge, and lipid-based molecules are able to move through the membrane with no difficulty, as long as they are moving down their concentration gradient. This is because they are small enough to move through the phospholipids without compromising the membrane integrity, as well as not upsetting the phospholipids with their worst fear. Water. Water is not the only polar molecule, but the phospholipids' fear of water is so intense that it can't even hang out with substances that lack water. We refer to these substances as hydrophilic. Large molecules are unable to get through the membrane as they are not able to squeeze between the phospholipids. Exactly how a cat can't chase a mouse through the mouse hole because it doesn't fit. Usually. Charged molecules and polar molecules cannot move through the membrane unassisted because these molecules have polarity. The tails of the phospholipids create a hydrophobic region, which is like an exclusive club. Anything that is water or likes water cannot come in because the tails get really upset. Water, as we know, moves into and out of the cell by a process called osmosis. But I just told you that water cannot diffuse through the membrane on its own accord. So how does it get through, I hear you ask?
Well, osmosis is actually a kind of facilitated diffusion where water moves through a protein channel. Now, this protein channel we specifically call an aquaporean channel. Aqua meaning water, porean meaning a pore or a hole. So this actually kind of makes sense.
Thanks for watching this week's video, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more free biology tutoring videos. Head over to our website for a free downloadable PDF of the notes for this lesson. Still need more help? Contact us here and book a session with a tutor. We do Skype, private and small group classes. Use the code YouTube for your first free session. See you in the next one.